Welcome to the learning resource on setting up stationery and bookshop as a small business. In this lecture, you will get information on some of the important steps to open stationery and bookshop. This presentation covers the introductory part and basic concepts of setting up stationery and bookshop. We see stationery and bookshop in our area whenever we go to the market, whenever we go to the school. These bookshops and stationery shops are available in almost all the market areas. This presentation guides you to start your own business of stationery and bookshop. Now, firstly, you should know that what is stationery and bookshop, how the term stationery is defined. The term stationery refers to the writing and other office materials. A stationery and bookshop is a goods retail business mainly focusing on items such as pens, pencils, writing material, paper, colors, school supplies, office supplies, computer stationery, etc. There are various services that the owner of the stationery and bookshop gives to its customer, such as magazines, notebooks, chart papers, writing supplies, etc. The stationery and bookshop is an enterprise where owner sells stationery items and books to the customers. The stationery and bookshop also sells magazines for different age groups, magazines on different topics. All are available in the stationery and bookshop. For example, magazines for housewives, senior citizens, magazines for kids, competition magazines, etc. This business involves keeping the inventory of the books, stationery items for the purpose of sale. As you see in the photograph, the different goods, the different books, the different stationery items are stored on the racks. The inventory is kept by the owner of the shop and then it is sold to the customer. The stationery and bookshop retailers provide goods and supplies you and I need every day. There are many facets of this exciting business. New stationery items are launched every day. We see new pens, new pencils, new types of paper, craft papers. Mostly the owner buys the goods from the manufacturer, wholesaler, agent, and some other retailer or even the importer. The owner then sells these goods to the end customer. The business of stationery and bookshop is very old. As the education system developed, the retailing of books and stationery items started. The price charged by the owner of stationery store, that is the maximum retail price or the MRP that we normally use for the items or services, covers the owner's expense and also includes a profit. The stationery items and books are procured from manufacturer, wholesaler. These books and stationery items are properly kept in the racks and storage shelves inside the shop. In these days, we see stationery and bookshops within the premises of schools, colleges and other institutions also. With the growth of education sector, the stationery and bookshop business is expected to grow. The owner, to be successful, have to keep the pace with the changing needs of the customer. The stationery and bookshop essentially requires stock of latest stationery items, furniture racks for keeping the items in an organized manner. The material needs to be stored in such a way so that it can be easily located. The books of various classes, notebooks, magazines, they are also stocked in the stationery shop. The front desk or the main counter for the sitting arrangement, a couple of chairs, and adequate lighting and air. The owner can also have a desktop computer, a bill book, or a billing software for the purpose of registering the sale. A good display would be the main requirement for this business. In the stationery and bookshop business, as we see commonly in the stationery and bookshops, there is a lot of